like us to discuss how the thinking into result system works and what's the difference between thinking of the results or thinking about the results and thinking into results. And that's the whole system. You and I know that because, and how do we know? Because we went through that, right? And we are constantly practicing it and applying it for our everyday life. Terry, when you were thinking about results or of your results using British or American English, what did you feel and how did you feel and how did your life move on, or what you were focusing on most of the time?
Well, for me, being in sales, I'm a pretty good salesman. I've won awards, multiple awards, but I was always not getting where I really want to go. And I think it was my self-doubt that I could do it. I'd have a good year, and then so, and then next year I would do a little better. But it was always about the same income. The same sales. I would have some setbacks, but I always recovered, but I never grew. And I think that was just my self-limiting beliefs. And so when I got the mentor and started working on the system, thinking in the results, all that changed. I changed my self-image. I know now that I can accomplish anything, but we have to believe that. So that's part of this program, right? Is turning that belief in yourself. And
I like that you mentioned that after you started working with your mentor and you started believing in yourself, in your potential, in your human potential, everything changed for you and you started moving faster and faster and getting better results every day. That's the difference between thinking about the results and missing old good days and looking at your current results and feeling stuck or feeling fear and anxiety, right? And being in the circle, repeating and repeating. And what Terry and I are doing right now through our mentoring and coaching system, we are teaching people to thinking into results, right? And thinking into results is the whole system of thinking in a different way. You start with your thoughts, with your ideas, with fantasy, right? And your new ideas, your new thoughts cause new feelings, right? And the whole system starts working in a different way. You are focusing on your worthy ideal, and then you develop a plan of accomplishing it, of implementing, of executing it. You start taking actions, right? And your different emotions, you experience, you're feeling different emotions. And what emotions? It's energy in motion, emotions, energy in motion. And then these emotions, these actions produce new results, right? That's a new way of thinking into results. Mm-hmm.
Right. And because we have a servo mechanism in our brain, in our mind, and it's a goal-seeking mechanism. It's kind of like a self-guided missile, right? If it knows where it's going to hit the target. But if you just randomly shoot a missile and doesn't know where it's going, we're going to have bad results. It's the same thing in our brain. I always use the GPS, right? We type in the GPS where we're going to go. And then as we go, we know where we're going. The GPS tells us. But let's say you lost that battery. You still have an idea, but that's when you refuel, you think about your goal and how to get there. And that's what this does. When you get that servo mechanism focused on the goal, it finds the way. It can't miss.
Right.
I mean, this is natural law, right? We talked about last week, you talked about how the brain rewires itself. But you have to keep doing that, and eventually it'll make new connections.
Exactly, right. And when we were focusing on on the results that we want to see in our life, we are starting developing the action plans in our mind, right? And we are starting moving to it. And then this is how we are figuring out how, because the great majority of people immediately react, oh, how can I do that? I can't, right? And then the moment you pronounce this, I can't, you block your thinking mechanism, your thinking into results mechanism, your goal-seeking mechanism, your, as you mentioned, like GPS mechanism, right?
Right. And
So
for like
then again,
you came from academia. And so
Mhm.
why do so many college graduates, can't do the job, or they find a different job from their field? So
Right.
can you touch on that, how they should really operate? It's still
Thank
part
you,
of the
Terry,
goal.
for
They have to
asking.
have a goal. They don't have a goal.
No, they don't. They don't. Unfortunately, it's a very sensitive thing for me because, yes, I worked my whole life, 30 plus years in academia in different universities. And overall, our education system, formal education system, doesn't teach kids how to make decisions, how to set a goal, how to achieve a goal. Very basic, fundamental things. It teaches kids how to gather knowledge, and more knowledge, and stuffing kids with all this knowledge. But we know already, you and I know, that knowledge is not power. Power is organized knowledge.
Right.
Organized knowledge in a certain way. You don't do certain things, you do things in a certain way. And this is what we teach our clients, how to think into results, and how to do things in a certain way, not just do things, whatever, right? Whatever
Right.
comes to your mind, do it. You do things in a certain way. And the certain ways, everything is done by law. It's not just by luck.
Right.
All that right now.
And I don't care what job you have, you're paid for performance. And, that's the reward when you're performing. And, unfortunately, just not graduating college students now, there's a lot of broken people in this country who are struggling and they don't know why. And they may even have a goal, but it's not the goal they truly desire. And until
Right.
you figure that out, you're going to be miserable.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's very sad that people with absolutely superior knowledge and experience inferior results because they cannot find a job. They spend so much time looking for a job and with very good formal education. But that's not the point. The point is not to get education, but to learn how to apply this knowledge in a certain way. And that's why you and I providing free service for people, mentoring and coaching, sharing this thinking into results system. And that's why we encourage those who watch us, who listen to us, feel free to contact us, make a phone call, make an appointment, book a call, and let's talk. Let us share the system with you. We are available.
right. Yeah. I mean, it worked for us. I mean, we were searching for a better way. And, we came across this information, we took advantage of it, and it's changed our lives for the better.
Absolutely. Change our whole life. And right now I have a dream to bring this system to every university, to every college, to share it. And yesterday I already met with people from the universities and discuss it. And we decided to meet and talk more specifically how we can help kids who are struggling, who feel burnt out, for example, those people who are involved in athletic field and events. That's absolutely important for us as people who are already went through this system, who understand how it works. to share this information and to be a source of materials, to a source of information for young generation and even for people of our age, right? Because we all know that great majority of people go through life just drifting day in, day out.
Exactly. And, you know, like you said, it's a system, just like like the plumber, he's got a system, he has to follow to whatever install, electricians. It's just not for college students, it's for every person on the earth. It's
absolutely, because it's connected with how mind works. That's what we say, it's done by law, not just by luck, because this is how our mind set. And through thinking into results system, we are mentoring people to reset the mind that doesn't so well.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Okay, that's the main message that we prepare for you today. And please, Terry, encourage people to contact us and send us direct message, and we are happy to help.
If you stay on just for a minute or two, we'll have our contact information following this slide.
Yes, thank you, Terry.
Thank you. We'll see you.